Okay, time is running out to get a ticket here on race number 12, PI Coal 6 Graduate Series Final Gold Division, presented by JD Marine and Diving. I like Rosetown Mary from Post 2. Going to have a real good trip here tonight. Had a good trip last week from Post 3, got away third, made that late brush and got the job done at 54 and 4. Closing quarter 28 and 2. For McPherson. She's been racing great all year. 5 wins and 6 seconds. That's 11 for 15 in the top 2. So she'll be tough to beat from post 2. I think Tobin's Brownie will push out from the rail, guard the rail, and maybe cut it here tonight for Dowling. And he's really good at getting those middle half, soft middle half. So if he's able to get to the front and he's left alone, Tobin's Brownie could go all the way. She was a good second last week from off the pace in 55. So she definitely deserves the attention she's getting right now on the board. And a lot of good options for third in here, but I went with Redland, Bethany Jean, and Brody McPhee. She's been racing well in her last 3, and she was a winner 3 back in the birthplace Confederation Series Consolation. She'll be close at the wire as well. And Brody McPhee seems to get a lot out of her, so watch out for her late in the mile as those mares line up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's send it upstairs for the call to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Tobin's Brownie, Rosetown Mary, Plain Jane, Redland Bethany Jean, Rock and Roll K's, and the Real Princess. A half a dozen noses up on the gate here in the 12th. Top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing, and Tobin's Brownie, she's being headed to the lead. Second is Rosetown Mary, Redland Bethany Jean towards the rail, that's Plain Jane. Then the 5th one on the turn, Rock and Roll K's, and at the rail, the Real Princess trails. To the backstretch they go, and it's Tobin's Brownie on the engine for David Dowling. Second is Rosetown Mary, racing from third. That's Plain Jane as they roll along to the quarter. Fourth is Redland Bethany Jean. Rock and Roll K's dropped in 5th. Trailing the field, the Real Princess 6. 27-4. Open this one up, and Tobin's Brownie, the serious leader with Dowling. Rosetown Mary's getting the 2-hole ride. Third up the rail is Plain Jane. Then in 4th, Redland Bethany Jean. Going to the outside 5th is Rock and Roll K's, and the trailer, that is the Real Princess. They're halfway home. Tobin's Brownie getting them there. Plain Jane now is first up, second. Third up the rail, Rosetown Mary, 57 seconds flat for a half a mile. Coming up 4th on the outside is Rock and Roll K's. Up the rail 5th, Redland Bethany Jean, and the Real Princess trails 6th. The 3/4 comes next. Tobin's Brownie continuing to lead. At her wheel is Plain Jane. In the pocket, 3rd, Rosetown Mary. 4th on the outside is Rock and Roll K's. At the rail 5th is Redland Bethany Jean, and the Real Princess trails 1:26 flat. 3/4, and they're turning for home. Tobin's Brownie, Rosetown Mary coming to the outside. Redland Bethany Jean 3rd, deep in the stretch. Tobin's Brownie, Rosetown Mary, Tobin's Brownie, and the David Dowling Grand Slam. Second, Rosetown Mary, Redland Bethany Jean rallied up. 3rd, excellent mile of 1:54. And a 1.
Well, as I thought, Tobin's Brownie using the rail to her advantage, getting up there 27-4, and got that middle half breather of 59. And throws the last quarter at them in 28-1 for a big win here in the gold final of the PEI Coal 6 Graduate Series, presented by JD Marine and Diving, and it goes to Tobin's Brownie in 1:54-1 as she fends off that late challenge from the pocket sitter Rosetown Mary and McPherson. Tobin's Brownie, she shows up big in the big money races, and she showed up big here tonight in a big win on the front for Dowling.
Big night for the David Dowling barn. Here's Tobin's Brownie, the 12th race winner. Big pacing mare 6 by Stonebridge Terror from the Grin Premier de Eardam, Putnam Mackenzie, owned by Brittany Dowling, Sandra Weeks, and Errol Burgoyne of Springvale. Bred by Wendell Williams of Ellerslie. David Dowling has the training triple. David Dowling has the driving grand slam. And the mare just joined the winners of over $200,000 her last start around. And she makes this start a winning one in the PEI Colt Stakes Graduate Series Final Gold Division presented by J.D. Marine and Diving Incorporated.